What's up, guys? It's ya boy, Taco, back at it again with the white vans and the YouTube video. This is the first time I've done this in a long time, and it is very early in the morning, so if I don't sound super enthused, my apologies. But this is my Minecraft world. This is a new series that I'm starting in my Minecraft world where I basically just play Minecraft like normal and do projects, and hopefully big cool projects that people like, and that's kind of the entire premise. So hopefully I did a good job at explaining that really complex topic to you. Okay, so I kind of wanted to just show my world in its current form, so we're going to kind of go over a few things, hopefully get some enjoyment out of this, and hopefully you guys like Minecraft and stick around, because Minecraft's pretty great. This is okay, so quick background. This map is from the Xbox 360 era, so this whole area over here is from the Xbox One era, and now we are on the Bedrock Edition era. But as you can see, the world got cut in half because I think there was like a smoothed out world option, but I was afraid that all of this would just smooth over into more ocean. So I was like, you know what? No, let's just make it so it's rough cut into a new world. And then it created this mountain here, and I'm like, oh wow, that would be a cool place to put a house. So it is not completely furnished. It's not furnished really at all. We got a little storagey area down here, and that little dock down here. To pay no attention to that stuff you just saw over there. And then we go up here really quickly, and we got ourselves a kitcheny dining room type area and a nice overlook of everything going on out there. I know I had to look out there. I was gonna save the review of everything for up here. This is going to probably lead to something eventually. Doesn't right now. This is going to be a bedroom area and a little closet right here. It's nice. It's neat. And we got a little balcony overlooking everything. And if you want to dive into the water, sploosh. You know, it's beautiful. But yeah, I will see you all when we get over there. This is the world so far. It's not a lot going on, but you're going to see why very shortly. So another key thing to note about this map is that I made this back in 2012. Like I said, this was an Xbox 360 world. And so this is a very, very old map. And as you can see, let's look at this map actually really quickly. This is what the map looks like right now, and you can see where the border cuts off every like edge right there. It's a perfect box in the center, and sadly most of the map, if not all of the map, is all water, sadly. But yeah, I don't mind it too much. It made my job of flattening the entire world so much easier. Yes, you heard me correctly. All of that area up in here has been flatted. Flattened, not flatted. Flatted I don't think is a word. But yeah, as I transferred the map over, as you can see, how the border maps got turned back into just blank maps, and that kind of makes me sad. But as you can see down here, I've been remapping them. Yes, actually, that actually made sense, believe it or not. Over here is kind of like a little park area, but also kind of a memorial to where I used to farm trees, because I used to farm birch saplings in this area back in the day for charcoal and just wood in general. So yeah, this is kind of like a little nod to that. I don't use it anymore for that. These are just perfectly identical trees with little redstone lamps in the top of them with daylight sensors. And yeah, I don't know, I like this area, and this was like one of my first takes at a fountain. It's not great, but it's also like, I'm pretty proud of it, honestly, at the same time. And I think if I were to like do this or like break this and then replace the water, that like it might get broken because of the stairs, because of how the stairs interact with water now. So I don't really know how that works. If we go over in here, this building I just kind of built for fun, honestly. It has no real purpose at the current moment. I was just trying out a few different like style designs in here. So the floor being one of those things. As you can see, I kind of did like this pattern in the floor, and having to recreate this on each side block for block was pretty annoying, honestly. But I got it down, and yeah, no, I think it looks ultimately, you know, pretty nice. It kind of looks weird that there's nothing over here. Maybe it's actually like nicer that there's nothing over here. Or maybe there should be like a different block over here, and then like have this in the center, so like, you know, it's a different color to contrast with this, maybe like sideways logs or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so right now it's just kind of acting as a storagey area, and we got ourselves some beautiful turtle boys spinning on the chest, because that's their favorite activity, honestly. they'll do this for hours. But yeah, one of the design ideas was this glass bit going through the middle of the floor and all the way up through the ceiling. It doesn't go up as like high as I think I previously planned, but ultimately I don't think it's too bad. And then we go over here really quickly to it's going to be really laggy in this world. I just want to say that really quickly, because yeah, there's just a lot going on. I know it doesn't look like it, but yeah, it gets really laggy over here, or over there too. Pretty much everywhere, honestly. That's not the flat area. So this is the sheep shearing farm. As you can see, they kind of just push each other along in this conveyor belt, and they're not getting enough grass right now. But they do get grass, and it does work. And if we go over here, okay, well, that's not as filled as I wanted it to be. But over the course of like a week and a half, something like that, we've gotten this many shulker boxes full of white wool. So that's actually pretty good. I'm honestly going to have more white wool than I'll know what to do with in no time, honestly. Over here, we have ourselves a chicken egg farm. This is pretty standard. They just shit out the eggs, goes into the hoppers, goes into the shulkers. I can do two birds. And then we can go over here to the barn. Now this is a design that I did copy. I don't know if I can find the design copy, but if I do someday, you probably won't. If you're seeing this like right away as soon as I upload it, you probably won't find it. But if I like, I'll probably come back to this eventually, and I'll put it in the description. But yeah, this is a really nice barn design. Obviously, I did some of the inside bits myself. But for the most part, this was a design that I did copy. I really liked it, and I was like, dang, this is a really big barn, and it's exactly what I needed for this world. So yeah, I've decided to make this. The upstairs serves no purpose at the moment. We'll probably like just stack up a bunch of hay bales in here or something like that. Hide some like barrels up here and like put a bunch of stuff in them as well. But yeah, so let's just fall down here really quickly. Boop. There's also a lot of cows here, which contributes to the lag a great deal. But yeah, I regularly go through and kill them a bit. Right here's a pub. I figured what would be nice next to a barn? A pub where you can get a really fresh steak. Yeah, so that's kind of why I made this. This is pretty furnished, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about it. It's obviously not as good as the barn. I did make this myself after all. But then over here, yeah, we got the roof. There's gonna be some stuff up here as well, and as you can see, you get a nice little view. Of things. But then you got this giant ugly building in the way, sadly. But let's go check that out right now. I'm not gonna really go through the entire building because every floor is basically the same. This is a chest tower that is just filled with these rooms that are basically identical to this, all the way up here, and it's just filled with different things. Like this is filled with shulker boxes. But yeah, so they're all, or it's not, for the record, not completely filled with shulker boxes. But yeah, so that's about it for this area. This little bit is new. I decided to like add some little things here, some little logs tied down. As you see, the lag is picking up for some reason. Oh, you know what? The sugarcane farm might be going off. That would trigger a lot of lag. It's automated, so that's probably why. And then right here, as you can see, we have ourselves a nice little house that's very beaten up. But yeah, I decided to make that. Holy crap, the lag has gotten really bad. The sugarcane farm better, but yeah, okay, as you can see, there's sugarcane lying on the ground. That's probably because the sugarcane farm is going off. Well, it's a good transition into the fact that we have a sugarcane farm. It is completely automated on each side. It produces a lot of sugarcane. Over the course of like 2 years, I've gathered like, I don't know, I feel like I've gathered like 1 million sugarcane at least, which doesn't sound like a lot actually over the span of 2 years. But well, actually, I don't know how long this has been automated. This might have been automated like less than a year ago. I don't remember. At least this side right here was automated. I know I'm talking through water. Hold on. I fell into the hole. Sorry. So right here, yeah, this side was created less than a year ago for sure. This farm has no purpose at the moment. I don't know if it will have a purpose, but this is a farm that exists. Down here is where the automation happens. It goes into these composters, which it used to not go into the composters. It used to just go into stuff like this, a chest, and then we had ourselves, yeah, okay, well, that didn't work as planned. But yeah, we had sugarcane in there, and yeah, that's how it used to work. But now, because bone meal's great, and composters are a thing, we have it going into composters, and so I can get a lot of bone meal. It's very slow. This has been going for like a week, and it's only, you know, not even a row full on most of them. But yeah, otherwise it's not too bad. This house we're gonna get to last because it has a whole underground network. Right here we have Lake Placid, as it's called. I've since modified this very recently. It looks a lot prettier now, a lot more colorful, a lot more vibrant. I do want to add more tropical fish to it, but for the moment, I like the way it looks. Over here, we have ourselves a big farm with melons, pumpkins, carrots, and potatoes. This was like the first mega farm that I built. It goes all the way to the top, and it is absolutely absurd. Man, these chests are broken, and it sucks. But all of these chests are filled, and this was on one go of going. Like I went up, and I went in one go, got all of these. I might have had a looting axe. I don't know if that's true. I don't feel like it is, actually, now that I rethink about it. But yeah, then these are also, I think, from the same thing. But yeah, dude, so you get a lot of food in from one go of this, and then by the time you've got to the top, almost all the stuff on the bottom's already grown, so you can kind of just keep doing it over and over and over again. And then if we go over here, this is a work in progress farm. This is the sugar, or wait, not sugarcane farm, sorry. This is the wheat farm. And then we have a composter down here so we can dump all of our seeds into it. But yeah, so this is not completed. This will probably be completed somewhat soon. I've just had other projects I've been kind of working on. This is the cactus farm, the auto cactus farm, and it is very, very nice. It produces a lot of cactus, and because of that, I've been turning it into bone meal, and this has produced that much bone meal in the course of. And I haven't been like checking on it too often, but over the course of like 4 or 5 days, something like that, 4 to 5 days. Yeah, so that's a thing, and it's going really fast, and it produces at a very, very rapid rate too. Over here we have a very small netherwort farm and beetroot farm. I don't think I've ever touched these beetroots, honestly. I just kind of planted them, and then they've been sitting there. Actually, same goes for the netherworts. I used to have a netherwort farm over there somewhere, but this is bigger, nicer, yeah. This is a tunnel system that goes from this area right here, because this is my mine shaft area, where shafts get mined and mines get shaft. And yeah, so if you go down here, we can show you really quickly. Each level looks like this. It's named, it's got little chests and whatnot. And yeah, it just kind of goes and branches off. Not every floor is going to be branched off extra like this. And I don't really know how far I'm going to go with these branches because they're so high up. I'm going to do like the strip mining like this at lower levels, kind of like below, like 28 and below, I think. So yeah, but this is this area. The reason why these are blocked off with water and whatnot is because I wanted a cool design of like fish down in there swimming around while you're kind of going through the mine. But no fish have spawned in there since, or so it's kind of sad. These paths are messed up because I'm going to be placing new stuff there to make the paths look a little bit nicer. So yeah, this tunnel system just goes over there. And this was kind of a pain to make, and I don't really know why I made it, but I made it, and so yeah. This is very, very new. These busy bee boys. Oh gosh, they've been hard at work. Hi guys. Oh wow, these are already filled up. So yeah, these guys are really, really new. Yesterday, actually last night, I went on a journey and I got some beehives. Luckily they weren't too hard to find. They weren't really easy to find either, quite frankly, but I got really lucky. I found 2 beehives, and then I made 2 bees. Wait, these are bees nests, these are beehives. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, these have been producing honey, and so yeah, that's been that. And then over here we have ourselves a nice little riverside village. It's more like an oceanside village, honestly. There is a river that goes through like this. But yeah, this is an oceanside village kind of, and we got a nice little like villager type house, but it's got some extra accents to it that make it pop a little bit more and make it look a lot nicer, in my opinion. This is a design that I did look up. For the most part, there is some stuff that I didn't, but yeah. And then over here, as you can see by the designs that I did do on my own, they're nowhere near as good. So as you can see, we have ourselves this box. I'm not really proud of this box. I am proud of the inside of this box. I do like the way that all of these that I lined up all these floors, or in all these rooms. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Because yeah, I just kind of wung it. It was all improv in a sense. and I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try something, and then I did, and I placed rooms at random, and it turned out pretty nice. And upstairs there's some bigger rooms, but we don't need to get into everything. But yeah, so this is the area, and this is gonna be kind of like a dining area type stuff. Yeah. Over here we just got some random buildings. This is the building I'm least proud of. This is meant to be like kind of like just a villager area, and it's not supposed to look like super nice. It's supposed to look a little nice, but this looks exceptionally bad. This little whatever this is. Excuse me, I coughed. Yeah, so then we got you guys could probably tell that I coughed. I don't know if I needed to say that. Okay, well, this boat's already out here. Can I break this really quickly? There we go. Oh, I didn't have to jump into the water for that. There we go. Okay, so I probably should just put it back in there. This is press for boat, and you can press this for boat, and it's got a little navigation thing, so you can see where the heck you're going, where you want to go, and then you press it, you get a boat. You get a boat. Okay, well, I have to hold this boat now, because otherwise I have to break that. We got ourselves a little greenery area for some foods and some little thing. This is very inefficient, but we got some sugarcane over here. I want to build a shop here, and yeah, you can see the houses over here. They're not too bad, honestly. They're not too bad. I kind of had this idea for this like overhang of a house, but it doesn't look that great, honestly. Yeah, but whatever. You know, I tried, and that's the thing that matters. You know, the only way you're gonna get good at building is if you try, and you try, and you try over and over again, and it's gonna suck, but, you know, you gotta keep trying. Over here, like for example, this lighthouse that I tried making looks terrible. Yeah, it's not anymore, it's not functional anymore, because I don't know, like transferring it over changes the redstone and whatnot, and yeah, it just doesn't work, and it's annoying. Over here really quickly, oh yeah, by the way, this is the flat area. This is the entire world, well, the entire Xbox 360 world flattened. I had the help of a few friends, or maybe just a friend, I don't remember. I think I had a little bit of help on clearing it, but yeah, for the most part I did a lot of it myself, and yeah, it was a big project. It took about 2 to 3 years, I think, in total. But yeah, so that's that. And then we have like a few things scattered throughout, and we'll get into all those. This is supposed to be a big auto furnace. As you can see, there's a mess of hoppers. It doesn't work very well. It doesn't work hardly at all. It gets jammed, it gets clogged. So I think the point that I'm gonna go for, or I think that what I'm gonna go for on this is just like demolishing it, honestly. It was a lot of work, it was a lot of time, but the vision that I previously had for this anyways is basically failed. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and tear it down, but I'll think about it. Over here we have ourselves some modern housing. And as you can see, these are my takes on modern housing. They're pretty good. They're not too bad. I like the front of this house. This is not a completed house. And then this house I kind of like overall, but it's also not like, I also recognize it's not the best. But yeah, I gave it a shot. I gave it a try, and this is what it all looks like. I did have inspiration from the front. I tried to do the front as much as I could, and then the back side, I basically all the insides and the back side I did on my own. We got this little going up, and then through here we got a little balcony going out over here. And yeah, then we got a little loft up here that does nothing. It's pretty boring. You could put a bed or two up here, but then this whole area is just kind of like sitting there for some reason. And we got this up here. It's a nice little roof that does nothing. There's a village. What are you doing over there, Mr. Wandering Trader? What are you doing? And we got the staircase coming down here to the backyard where you can go fishing and whatnot. I'm going to be terraforming this whole entire area in here. So you guys will be seeing that in one of the next episodes. But yeah, we got this basement area. We got this, what is this? This is a garage or something, I think. And then we go over here to this house, which is unfinished. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this is an unfinished house. We go up the stairs here to this nice little area. This guy needs something to it, you know. We'll think of something. And then goes in here, which is like a dining kitchen room. There's like a kitchen here or something. I don't know. And then a dining room here or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. Or no, wait, no, living room here. We'll figure it out. Then we got ourselves a nice little area out here, a nice little balcony, and you'll be able to see the entire flat area. And once it's completed, this will be like a big village. I don't want it to be anything too special. I just want it to be a massive village, honestly. And then downstairs we have ourselves a little basement area. I think it looks nice. And then if we go upstairs, We have a second floor. The second floor is pretty standard. You look down and you can see through things down there, and then this is just pretty basic, pretty boring. I don't really know what's gonna happen up here, and I don't really know if there is gonna be a third floor. This might just be the roof. But I think there will be something up here, and I don't really know what exactly. This ravine I recently uncovered. I had it filled in, and like so everything looked flat. But yeah, I was gonna do something down here. Not too sure if I'm going to, but if I do, I'm probably not gonna have it exposed. So I'm probably gonna cover all this back up. I thought this was a lot deeper, a lot bigger. That's what she said. But it's just not. Yeah, it's not for me, honestly. I'll see you all when I get over there, because we gotta get over there real quick. And now we're over here. This is a house that this is like one of the first houses that I like copied the design of, and I was like, oh wow, that's a really nice house. I want to make that. And I really like the design of having like two separate rooms on this that you have to like travel back and forth to. I think it's really neat, honestly. This is one of my friends' houses that I gave them. And yeah, I think it's really nice, honestly, and especially like, I don't know, I think there's just so much freedom to do things on it, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I think it's ultimately just really nice, and it's simple too. That's like the thing, is like I wouldn't have never thought about like putting like a house on stilts and then having it just be like this simple, but like it looks more complex than it is, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it just has like a really nice quality to it that I really like. It's definitely my favorite house that I've made. Okay, now we're over in Lag City, where we have ourselves the well area. I probably should set that where villagers can ring it. I just now thought of that, because villagers ring bells, right? Or is it only the player that can ring the bell? I don't actually know that for a fact. But yeah, anyways, this is a little well area. I'm not super proud of this, but I'm also not proud of it. It's cool, it's interesting, and it's gonna stay for sure. It's gonna be kind of like a center piece of like, or of one of the villages, and like, I mean, this is all gonna be one village, but I'm gonna probably have like a few more of these scattered around as well. Okay, guys, ready? Oh gosh, the lag already started. Ready, Mr. Llama, for the lag? Yeah, it gets really bad over here. So if I walk up over here, you're gonna see that the lag is unbearable. But if you look in here, you'll see why. There's a bunch of villagers. They are everywhere, and they cause so much lag. Actually, the villagers don't cause as much lag as the cats do. You can't even see how many cats there are. I don't know how to put into words how many cats there are. I think I actually do. There's like 400 cats in here. There's 250 villagers, 400 cats, and like 15 to 20 iron golems. But yeah, this is just kind of here as a placeholder for when these guys have just been breeding, and hopefully we can get them out of here as soon as possible, and get an actual village going, and hopefully they appreciate said village. So yeah, that's that little area. There's not really much more else to say about that. There's gonna be a little witch hut all the way over there, which is gonna be neato, kind of. I don't know. I started making that project. I had an idea for it, and then like I didn't have an idea for it eventually, and so I kind of gave up on it. But I'm gonna do something with it still. It's just kind of sitting there. This house was kind of like a little house that I would have for when I was flattening out the area. I didn't want to travel all the way over there, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna make a house over here. So I made this house. This house used to have so many more chests in it. But yeah, now we have ourselves a nice little house here, and I don't like the way it looks. As you can see on the outside, very boring. I like the overall design of it, but I think we need to add something more. We need to expand this room out. We need to, add some accents. We just need to make it look a lot nicer. So I think that'll be my goal in one of the future episodes. Probably like very not far off. Like what are the words I'm looking for? Probably one of the sooner episodes to come out. But yeah, then it has a nice little upstairs here. We want to expand this too. This is another like bedroom that well, it's supposed to be gonna be a bedroom. It used to just be chests over there, but yeah, I want it to be a bedroom. And we got, yeah, nice stuff up here. Overall, I'm not too proud of this. I like the design. I'm not too proud of it, but I'm also not really proud of my choice of using just oak. It does not look good. But yeah, so the last thing I have to show you is all the way back over there at the main house, and I will go over there now and show you things quickly, do things, stuff things, yes. one thing you might have noticed while I was running around doing stuff is that there's a mess of chests everywhere. Yeah, pay no attention to that. It'll all get sorted eventually. It's just all really messy. In here, this is my main house. Oh yeah, let's go out here really quickly. So all of this, all of these blocks, all of this house used to be 1 block taller, because that's just how the world was. And I decided very early on that I wanted to flatten everything out, at least in this general area. So I flattened everything out, and then this house it had to be walked up to by a staircase, and I got really annoyed by that. And I was like, you know what? No, we need to lower the house down. So block for block, I lowered the house down, and we wound up here. Now, why am I telling you that? It's because there's a little Easter egg here. The main house sign used to be right here. Well, actually, it's always been right here, but every other block used to be 1 block taller, so it would have given the appearance of it actually being right here. So my point being that, yeah, it's just kind of like a little nod to the fact that, like, the main house sign would have been right there on the old house, and it should be right here on the new house, but yeah, it's just kind of appeared because of that reason. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not good at explaining things. I'm sorry. But yeah, we go in here. This needs to be modernized a little bit. We need to get a smoker and a blast furnace in here. But otherwise, yeah, this is we need to get rid of some of this stuff. It's kind of a mess. But otherwise, yeah. Well, as you can see, not a whole lot of space in here, and I very quickly realized that I need a space for food, so I made that up there. And that overflowed to up on top of the roof, but that's since been fixed. And then I'm like, oh, we need more space. Let's make a basement now. So I made this little basement right here, and it worked well for a little bit. And then I went down here, and I was like, oh wow, we need more food storage. This was a food storage for a while, and I updated it, or update, upgrade, whatever, to in here, and it's a lot more sorted and organized in here. And then, yeah, I don't really know why this still exists. These chests are kind of pointless, but yeah. If we go up here and then back down here, we then have the second area, which this is new how this is structured. This didn't used to go straight down. You used to have to go over here, and I don't really know why, quite frankly. But yeah, so now we go straight down, and we end up in this chest room. And then I was like, you know what? We need a enchanting area and a potions area. So I made an enchanting area and a potions area. This is also pretty new. This is just book storage, enchanted book storage. Then we go in here, and I'm like, you know what? We need more storage. So I made more storage, and this just leads to the food area that we were in just a little while ago. And then I need an armory, so I made an armory area. And I was like, okay, well, we need more because I'm ridiculous. So I made this area, and I made this area, and then I'm like, okay, we need to make a bigger area. So I made this area, which used to be it used to go all the way down to there with chests, and this area kind of does. It is cut off at some point, like around here, because I got rid of some excess chests to help reduce lag a little bit. Yes, believe it or not, the lag used to be worse in this world. But yeah, so these are just all chest rooms, and there's a chest room there, and there's a chest room in here, and there's a chest room down here, and a chest room over here. These are obviously not filled with chests, but there's some over there. But yeah, that was the plan, and it has since no longer become the plan because chests are laggy, and yeah. Well, I think that's all I really had to show you guys in my world. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys want to see more of this type of stuff, it would be really cool if you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys like this and like the work I've put into this world, hit that like button. And yeah, this little area is just a chest area. This goes down to the old mine shaft, and then it all goes full circle when we come back up here. Well, it's not full circle, it's like semicircle. And it goes all back into the bottom of the sugarcane. But yeah, as I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, please subscribe. Consider subscribing. You know, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you, but you probably should. And like the video because that helps me out a lot and it lets me know that you liked it. And yeah, thank you all so much. I'll see you all in the next episode, hopefully. Bye-bye.